Hello and welcome to Project Art Now. This is starting a bit later than expected, and we are going to have a very special guest who you might remember from previous videos, such as 10 Ways of Fighting Lack of Motivation, and meet the author featuring Takano Masamune. Yes, that's the one we're having here. Just waiting for her to join us. In the meantime, I'm just going to ramble about anything and nothing. Yeah, okay, so let me show you. This is my microphone that I usually use for the audio on my other videos. Not all of them, but like most of them. Uh, mm, so this is my first live, a bit unexperienced. I'm not gonna lie, I feel a bit nervous, and it will definitely show. So also, you might hear a few street noise. I apologize for that, but I had to open the window because it's really, really hot in here. Another thing I do for the audios, and this is probably more psychological. I don't know. I drink water with lemon juice. I feel like it helps my throat, and therefore the audio is better. I don't know if I'm making sense or not. Now, normally I don't. You see this? I added frozen berries just for the freshness. Normally, it's just the water with the lemon juice. I have it on the fridge, but this time I didn't put it in the fridge in time, so I just add the frozen fair and the frozen berries for that freshness and also the flavor. So gonna see where the Kano is and why hasn't she joined us. She did tell me that her internet is quite bad. Hopefully that won't be a problem, but because we have something really fun prepared, so you're gonna enjoy. At least that's what I'm hoping. Okay, so what else can I tell you? Um, so yeah, and it is really good. It's just and just literally water and lemon juice and frozen berries. Or I think almost any frozen fruit will work. I use it like in replacement of the ice. Um, and at the end, I will eat them, obviously. So yeah, and I don't know what else. I just realized I'm talking to nobody. Uh, hopefully, if hopefully she will join us soon. If not, well, the idea that we have originally planned will happen in a different way. I'm not spoiling it anything, but it will include like a lot of voice acting. We are no experts on the matter or anything like that, just two weirdos having fun. But it seems like it's not happening. So I don't know, let's wait a bit longer and see what happens. If not, I will have to go with plan B, I guess. I don't know how long I should wait. Since there's nobody here, I have no one to advise me. But yeah, so it is what it is. And I'm gonna play here with the buttons. Okay, participants. Oh, there's a button that says participants. Only me at the moment. I probably should have like do a research before like how to do a proper live. I'm just going with the flow. And yeah, I'm yeah, that's what is happening. Yeah, I have also a very boring background, like just white. Well, it's not, it's kinda whitish, not white. But like that's what I have. So and yeah, I think I will have to go with plan B. And if at any moment while I'm doing plan B, Takano happens to join, then I will go back to plan A, if that makes sense. Okay, so plan B, I will be showing you, as you will see. Sorry, I should have made something like prepare something. Okay, I'm just rambling. Okay, so plan B, I will be showing you some of my books and guides I use for drawing. I am a self-taught artist. Well, semi-self-taught. I don't know. Okay, so here's the thing. I did took a couple of courses on Skillshare, so I don't know if that still counts. Before that, I did learn on my own, and I kept learning on my own and all that. But since I did took those courses, I don't know if I still a self-taught. I don't know if that makes sense. And those were really really good. I just don't remember the name of the teacher. I of the people teaching those those courses. I tell you with them. I trying to remember, but sorry, I can't. Um, what I will do is later I will look it up and add it on the description, and you can check it out. Yeah, those are really good. This is not a sponsor, sadly, but well, you know. So I will be showing you some of my books and guides and all that. You will see. You have seen a lot of fan arts on this channel. And if you happen to follow me on Instagram, you'll see a lot of the same fan arts and others, and also original art. And for the fan arts, mostly I just Google and look it up for references. And now I'm not gonna lie, most of the time I choose the one that for me it looks the easiest to draw. Not necessarily is the best looking or the coolest, or sometimes I do choose the one that's even more challenging but it still looks better. But most of the time, I will be honest, I choose the one that from my perspective is the easiest to draw. Okay, so first have this small guide to draw manga. Um, so it's a lot of text, but it does have like examples and reference and all that. All in all, I think it's a good one. It has like it's a small but has covers a lot, if that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so next one I have is how to create fantasy art. This one is like okay, so manga as when it's more like oriental, but this one is like how to make oriental art um, with Occident style. I don't know, like it doesn't seem like very. If just from you just saw it before, it didn't look very how to say it, very manga stylish. Although it's how to draw manga. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Probably not. Okay, so this one is more occidental, you know. But the thing I like, as you can see, it has also like modern stuff. Usually, you know, the fantasy is like showing in the cover like more medieval, you know, before technology, before modern technology existed. But this one does. Where is it? Does include a bit of that. Oh, where is it? Give me a second. Sorry about this. So okay, so for example, yeah, here you see like the fantasy version and the most modernish, like for more contemporary. Yeah, what's the name of this thing? Urban fantasy. But obviously, it does have like you know your traditional good all-time fantasy fairies, my favorites. This is like more cyberpunk. I don't know. Probably, yeah. I don't think it's the right. But you know, I mean, like most. Well, this is not modern by today's standards, but it's not something that you usually see on a fantasy setting, which is quite interesting. But as I mentioned before, they and also it has like for not just characters but also buildings and background, all the stuff. That now I will be honest, I definitely need to practice more on that area. If you see, most of my drawings are characters, whether human, humanoid, or more animalistic or whatever. Usually they're more like living creatures and not so much background. Well, trees are technically living creatures, I guess, but you know what I mean. um, okay, so the next one is more like focusing on robots, and I haven't drawn that many robots, and this look really cool. Actually, if you go to my Instagram, you see I share like all the character drawings from my book. Two of them are robots and are made with this book. I mean, don't get me wrong, I didn't just copy them. I created my own, but I use this book as a guide, as a reference. So yeah, it's really good. This one's, I think, kind of complex. Not gonna lie. Like, look at all those details. Really cool, though. I probably should do more robots. Like, yeah, I definitely need to draw more robotic characters. Now, this one is uh, the like more realistic things. Um, I have done that kind of drawing more on my Instagram, not so much here on the channel. Here is like what has been like 99% fan arts of like not so realistic characters. Well, maybe some of them, depending on your perspective and your version of realistic. But this is more like realistic, realistic. I have done a few of them. See, oh, this one is pretty cool. This one, yeah, no, I have to say this is far too advanced for me. But the reason is I haven't practiced, as I said, that much backgrounds and that kind of stuff, and I should do it. Like, that's the only way I could get better and better. Like, I have no excuse, but it is what it is. Yeah, so I was saying, if you go to my Instagram, you will find a few more like portraits and that kind of stuff, more realistic kind of stuff. I haven't done that often, that recently, but yeah, maybe I should go back to that. Now, the next one, so this one is Manuale di Segnatura di Disney Funeto. This one is in Italian. I got it from my family who lives in Italy. Luckily for me, I do speak the language. So, yeah, that's probably an incentive to learn another language. It opens the door to more things. If I didn't speak Italian, this book will be not completely useless because, you can still, um, what is the, follow the drawing instructions, but all the text is important as well. Like, don't think that it's there just all the text is just for to fill out blank space or whatnot. Like, yes, at the end of the day, it's all about how you draw the character and all that, for sure. But the text is important, and if you get a drawing guide or book or whatever you wanna call it, the text will help you. Don't skip the text. You don't have to read it all. You don't have to memorize it or anything like that. But do pay attention of the tips and tricks that giving you. Yeah, the fact that I know the language, it helps me use this. So if you were wondering, should I learn another language? Maybe you should, and it will help you unlock, as I said, extra knowledge on something different. And yeah, this has a lot of cool stuff. I have used it also, again, mostly on my Instagram. See, because again, on the YouTube here on the fan art, most of the time I look for the reference of the character I want to draw. But that being said, the things I have learned from here, the practice I have done from here, have definitely helped me there. And I by no means a great artist, whatever. I constantly improvement, I constantly practice. That's the thing. And there are probably like a million or more better artists out there. But I just keep doing my stuff. Now the next one is a very niche, interesting thing. So the Day of the Drawing Book. So it's pretty cool and interesting. I think it's probably one of my favorite. And yet I don't use it enough. I don't know if that makes sense. So yeah, the very traditional stuff. Like I don't know if some of you know, I'm from Mexico, so this is for me like very like cultural and all that. The Katrina. Oh, this one we used to get like this, but made of sugar when we were kids. Oh, lovely. Oh, also there were some made of chocolate. So yummy. And it's the mariachi one with the maracas. Lovely. I actually have only one done one on done one something like done one um, again on my Instagram. But now that being said, I will say that I have used it beyond that. Again, maybe you don't see it directly, but everything that's in these books, one way or another, have helped me on not if not all of my drawings. Obviously, that will be insane, but like most of them, I don't know if I'm making any sense. Probably not, but yeah. So next one is another how to draw manga. I think this one is a more like true to the manga style than the previous one. Now, don't get me wrong, the previous one is still pretty good. But for example, you have this guide to the ice. But if what I mean is this one is more mm, close to the actual manga kind of drawing than the other one, and the other one is like how non-manga artists draw manga. That's how I perceive it. Still, I think it's worth it. Don't get me wrong. And yeah, we're still waiting for Takano, but she's not here. Oh, speaking of manga and whatnot, actually uh, one of the earliest fan arts I made was Floppy. Was very early video. That one I did copy directly from the manga. Like I didn't look up the reference online. I did get it from the manga itself. Yeah, I think it was not bad, if I say so myself. Obviously, not as good as the original, but it is what it is. And yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of people who will go better, but I'm still proud, of the progress I have made. So next one is portraits, faces, and heads. So this one again, more realistic style. You have your lips. Actually, the course I mentioned earlier I took on the sculpture was more like this kind of drawing, and that's the one I took. And yeah, it was really good. I wish I remember the name of the person who gave it, because it's totally worth it. And if it's something you would like to learn, yeah, go check it out. But I cannot remember the name. Sorry about that. So this one, like different positions and all that. And finally, which is odd because this is the first one I got. Now this one is more like traditional fantasy, unlike the other that combines fantasy with like more modern and steampunk and all that. Like this is 100% fantasy. Like you have this. So no, the thing about this one is like it gives you like the characters, like a guide and all, but it doesn't give you much of a detail on how to draw it. I use this one a lot for reference for my own characters, and so in terms of getting reference, I think this one is great. It also has the oh this one the classics, but that's not what I was going for. Where is it? Where is it? Oh yeah, the backgrounds, which once again, like I know I should do more, and yet I don't. You know that's kind of thing. Like you need to practice. You need to do that sort of stuff more and more and more, and yet you let it go. So this one maybe yeah, I definitely need to set up a goal to do more. Yeah, to do more backgrounds. I need to. I know. I need to. So yeah, sadly, it seems like Takano couldn't join us, but well, it is what it is. Hope I will see you soon, and yeah, I hope you enjoy this. And bye bye. So yeah.